Right now, House Republicans are inching towards another potential speaker battle. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, posted on social media this morning that she's still looking to oust House Speaker Mike Johnson. Greene is rebuking Johnson for working with Democrats on passing a bill to avoid a partial government shutdown last month. CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian joins us from Capitol Hill. You're following every aspect of this. Nicole, how much support does Congresswoman Greene really have to vacate the speaker?
Well, it remains to be seen. Republicans met for their weekly conference meeting, and some of them did say that they didn't necessarily feel that there was an appetite to move forward, that it was a mistake to oust Speaker McCarthy last fall. Of course, those were more McCarthy allies speaking, but even those who supported the motion to vacate last fall against McCarthy, lawmakers, for instance, like Congresswoman Nancy Mace, also telling reporters this week that they don't think that this is the right time to try to move to oust Speaker Johnson. That being said, Marjorie Taylor Greene says that she still has this motion at her disposal. She wouldn't outline if there's any kind of red line per se that would trigger her to bring this motion up. We do know that she is meeting with Speaker Johnson today, and the Speaker also addressed the status of their relationship. Take a listen.
She's a colleague. I've always considered her a friend. Marjorie and I don't disagree, I don't think, on any matter of philosophy. We're both conservatives, but we do disagree sometimes on strategy.
So the Speaker, putting some distance between this motion to vacate, not letting it stop him from proceeding with his job and defending, passing that appropriations package before the Easter recess, which is in part what triggered Marjorie Taylor Greene to bring up this potential motion in the first place.
And on another topic, Nicole, House Republicans delayed sending Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas's impeachment articles to the Senate. What's happening there?
Well, this was really a matter of trying to allow some more time for the Senate to consider this. Of course, many Senate Republicans have been pushing for a trial, although Leader Chuck Schumer has made clear that he wants to resolve this issue quickly, and he doesn't believe that impeachment is the vehicle to resolve what he believes are policy differences with respect to Republicans' position against Secretary Mayorkas. But Speaker Johnson's office did issue a statement late yesterday saying that they decided to put this on hold until next week so that the Senate does have adequate time to do its constitutional duty. So we do expect at some point next week that this process will move forward, but probably, to put it bluntly, on the part of Utah Senator Mike Lee, he suggested that it probably wasn't wise to bring forward these articles on a Wednesday leading into a Thursday when senators are trying to get out of town and maybe subject to jet fumes intoxication. Of course, that smell of jet fumes is always a quick accelerant to lawmakers eager to get out of town. And so by bringing it up next week, the hope is that they can really be very deliberate about their consideration of these articles when they're brought over from the House.
Very interesting point there, Nicole. We understand that Secretary Mayorkas is actually on Capitol Hill today testifying about border funding and other major issues our viewers care about. What are we hearing from him?
Yeah, well, this is part of the annual hearings or set of hearings around appropriations and the budget for President Biden and the Department of Homeland Security. So the secretary is appearing before subcommittees, both in the House Appropriations and Senate Appropriations subcommittees. But he continues to make the argument that it really is up to Congress to fix what he believes is a broken immigration system. And he continues to defend the administration's policies around this, despite this looming articles of impeachment and potential trial that the Senate could consider. He has previously said that he's going to keep politics out of this and focus on his job, but he did stress the importance of the budget being fully funded so that they can make more advances and progress at the border. But ultimately, he said that it's up to Congress to act.
All right, Nicole Killian with all the latest for us on Capitol Hill. Nicole, thank you.
You bet.